grab everything. I've now grabbed everything. Going to use alchemy workbench. Gonna make some ambrosia. Well, apparently that makes ambrosia that does damage. Really good damage. But it's a poison, so I can't drink it. But I can stab people with it and they'll die. So, you know what? That's fine by me. Fire claws. I wonder. Bigger one. Your cat wildberry and add wolf claws for the health. Cure poison as well. You're just hanging out right next to me while I'm making fucking things. God damn it, ambrosia effects. I want some damage stamina regen. What if I archery? My stamina. What if I mana? Frost resist. Fire resist. Poison damage. What if I mana? Go. Paralyze. God damn it, I keep making healing ones. Mana damage. Alright, that's a lot of alchemy done. A lot of alchemy done. Alright, is there anything I feel I can just leave here for a very long time? Bean a jar, that's fine. I don't care about that. Torches, steel ingots, the spare parts. All the ore, to be honest. Yeah, the shovel I can leave here. want to keep all the blueprints. A lot of these. Keep those on me. Ingredients here. Leave some food. Never need to bring all of it. Always good to have a food storage somewhere with like a whole bunch of food just in case I come around here and I'm like dying. Here we go. Should also leave some potions here. I'll leave some poisons. I'll leave some healing. Some stamina and some mana. Some wolf blood. Leave all the arrows. And a bow here. And a magical staff. There we go. We got a little stash here. We're now ready to essentially leave here. And then we have a little stash if we ever come back. It's always good to have little stashes. Like that. Let's go in the inn. Hello, dog. Let me just check my quest list. I need to find souls, knowledge, Cape Fever, Butcher of ARK, arrows, key. Okay, I want to read the book we just got. Myths and Legends, Volume 5, The Steel Warden, written by Archmage Gawain Garathu. A not very well-known myth is the one of the Steel Warden. Its lack of popularity is all the more astonishing considering it is one of the oldest mythological creatures in Enderal. Its creation is tied to a historical event which has left its mark on the country to this day. The myth claims that the Steel Warden was once called Ibrel Rathu, a half-Eterno who served in the ranks of Arcanist Dalmarak's most trusted. The same Dalmarak, the fucked up the little sign there, so it's just a box, who famously bears the blame for the devastation of the Thalgard region. It is said that Ibrel, the most path-abiding man, saw the disaster coming. More than once he had advised caution his master, too prideful to accept defeat and abandon his life work through to the wind. Again, another box that I forgot to fix. One day, scarcely 2 moons before the catastrophe which we know today as the Sunfire was bound to happen, Ibrel decided to act. Dalmarak had strayed from the righteous path, and Ibrel knew it was his holy duty to stop him. This pained him to an unbearable extent, as he had served Dalmarak for 4 decades. Nevertheless, he snuck into his master's chambers that night, but once he reached the bed and lifted his battle axe above the shape of the sleeping Dalmarak for a killing blow, he suddenly froze. A strange sensation spread through him, an unpleasant prickling beneath the skin which left numbness in its wake. He knew he was lost even before he raised his eyes to his arms and watched the skin turn gray. Filled with helpless terror, he felt his limbs stretch and bony spikes sprout from his back. The bed and the figure in it seemed to become smaller and farther away as he grew till nearly twice the size of an ordinary man. Even his mind melted away, his horror already fading into something distant. With his last shred of willpower, he released his weapon with one hand to pull back the sheets and reveal the shape underneath. Scarecrow. Ibrel has been doomed to wander the ruins of Thalgard around the monastery where Dalmarak carried out his research ever since. His will is bound to his old master, whose curse continues to last even beyond his grave. Marauders, Sunborn, and Lost Ones alike have attempted to finish the Steel Warden off, but Dalmarak's magic has proven too powerful. Neither fire, ice, nor poison can harm him, and even the mightiest blade can barely pierce his armor. Very cool. Got a new spell. That's up to level 8, and this is up to level 7. What's the point of this, then? We have this. Very nice. So I have a bit more mana now. Can I cast these? I can, I think. Can. Is this a good sword? 26 damage. Oh, damn, it's really good.
Yeah? What do you want? A game? Come on, take a seat.
No, thanks. Shadow Dancer. Tales of the Wanderer and the Shadow Dancer. The guiding principles of the eternal wandering is both a blessing and a curse. No one sees the world the way I do, in its rawest and most primal form. Behind the countless veils covering her, with a gaze undimmed by hate or gullibility, my fate as a wanderer had already begun upon leaving my mother's womb. The training that turned me into what I am now required complete suppression of all feelings. It was harsh and exhausting, and aimed at a total concentration on a single task. I'm sure you're wondering what the point there could be in collecting and compiling information on this world's combat styles. If only you knew. No one, not even I myself, can comprehend it. It serves a higher purpose. It is a life's work. From the time just after finishing my education in the Master's Monastery, many adventure stories arise. This is one of them, one of the first. Something was different that day. Raven sitting on the gables around it, the air pressed on my shoulders, heavy as if it were a chain of massive stone. The sun had not yet risen, and in the night there had been frost. Wafts of mist lay over the harbor of ARK. Coming from the sea, they meandered through the alleys as a ghost, snake-like creatures. The bystanders' breath soared to the dim sky as little clouds of steam gathered at the spot where it had happened. Some were dockers, one a beggar. No one else had appeared yet, though now it would not take much longer for the alley to fill. Poor buggers. It's got to be the 5th murder this month. I'm beginning to take fright now. Just look at the amount of blood on that one skull, mashed like a ripe tomato. There's got to be a madman skirting around. One of the dockers said with a husky voice. This one's even had his personal guard with him. Still didn't do him any good. It has to be a damn strong madman killing people like that, another one commented. I pulled down my hood. There was not much time anymore. The guards would appear soon enough, and it was unlikely they would be inclined to let anyone through. 3 corpses, parts of one still stuck to the wall his murderer had smashed it against, twisted remainder lying below. The other 2 were spread along the alley. Bizarre white signs were painted on the walls, probably as some form of deterrent. The people were supposed to believe this to be the work of some obscure secret society. I crouched down before one of the dead. He lay on his back. The time of death was difficult to determine. The cold making any accurate estimate impossible. The man was well fed. His fine garments were sprinkled with blood, and a metallic badge hung around his neck. A rich merchant, a member of the Golden Sickle. I grabbed his head, pulled his mouth corner up, and sniffed. What do you think you're doing, lad? He's dead. Nothing will change that. I didn't answer. The odor coming from the corpse's mouth. The 3rd chamber of senses in the monastery. It made me smell it for days, so I would always be able to recognize it. It was hardly noticeable anymore. A foul mixture of addled eggs and soot. His throat was cut through and left only one possible conclusion. Stabbed from behind with a very, very sharp blade. The skin was not fringy, and the cut smooth. Smoother than cuts from a razor blade. The merchant's personal guard had died under the influence of enormous bodily power. The manner of their deaths were very different from one another. Too different. Something here was suspicious. I arose. The laborers were muttering already. Who's that? What does he want here? Maybe he's involved in the whole affair. You know, sometimes those freaks come to look at their bloody deeds back and knock one out. Wasn't that one here last week, nosing around? I'm getting the guards. One of them bolted away. For me, it was already time to go. I had already disappeared in the streets when they turned. In my attic room at the inn, I put my findings down and summarized the insight I had gained. 5 murders, 5 high-ranking merchants of the Golden Sickle. This had ceased to be coincidental a long time ago. There was a reason the last one had guards with him. Someone was out to get the merchants. The possibility of a personal feud couldn't be dismissed. Merchants make a lot of enemies during their lives, but that would make it a case for the city guard. What made it my responsibility was this clue. Magic. Suspicious odor, a clear indicator for the use of entropy, forbidden magic. In each of the 3 cases I personally had the chance to investigate since the series began. My old friend, the apothecarius Bellius Ballgrind, who was working for the Order, immediately contacted me when his first victim appeared on his examination table. Though the whole city watch was on alert, the murderer had been able to continue his sinister doings, utilizing new tricks every time, but I feared he would sooner or later make a mistake and be captured. Before that happened and his head had ended up rolling through the streets of ARK, I had to witness him and his incomparable powerful ways to kill. If what I concluded was true, there was only one person he could attack next, the head of the Golden Sickle, Evan Dolvalar. I was Dolvalar's shadow in the following days. If one travels as much as I do, one quickly becomes familiar to the arts of subterfuge and how to observe and follow the unsuspecting. He did not take a single step without his band of heavily armed mercenaries. Even during the night, they surrounded his residence. Should a murderer appear, and he would, considering how reckless he behaved hitherto, his drive for revenge had to be truly strong. It was a cold and misty night. The hired guards were playing cards and drinking glog to stay warm. Behind a large double-sided window upstairs, Evan had finished doing his nightdress and joined his lover, a whore, who appeared to favor rich customers. It was all just like any other evening, except for a certain black shadow darting over the roofs. I noticed it, of course. He seemed to scout the area. Murder lay in the sweet smell of crackling wood coming from the merchant's mansion. Sweet smell of death. He danced in the shadows of the night, avoiding the moonlight. I myself could hardly follow him, and that was extraordinary. My eyes were excellently trained for such things. The mercenaries guarding the main entrance were not but a lukewarm appetizer to him. Their throats were gaping open and their life's blood already running down in the streams before they could so much as utter a word. I had to be careful. One false step and I would end up like those pitiful men. With a swift series of movements, the assassin pulled himself up to the first floor. When he disappeared in the dark, I rushed forward, opening the lock with a spell. There was no time for honest thieves' work. Inside it was deathly quiet. Hopefully I wasn't too late. While I sneaked ahead, I suddenly sensed a draft. The back door was standing open. But why? I was not given the chance to end that line of thought. Out of the dark, a huge creature was approaching me. I could make out nothing more than 2 glowing yellow pupils. I threw myself to the side and narrowly escaped it. It was rattling and slurping and trailed a mercenary's corpse unto death on the, on the boards. That couldn't have been a human, but then what else? A shrill shriek, followed by a hollow rattling, took me out of my shock-induced paralysis. I struggled to my feet and stormed upstairs. The door to the bedchamber was open, with several mercenaries lying before her, all of them gruesomely disfigured. The corridor end seemed like almost swim in blood. The corridor end seemed to almost swim in blood, rushing through the door. I was left breathless. A huge creature, surely larger than 2 grown men, had grabbed Dalvalar at his feet. He was hanging headlong and floundered with his feet. Abominable, hideous, deformed, with ailing blue to violet skin, red, purulent blisters, warts and tumors from which bones and distorted joints were growing. The creature breathed in his face. It distantly resembled a human. I'd seen such a thing only once before. Only a mutation. Only the Blue Death could bring forth such a monstrosity. The assassin, hidden under black garments, and standing next to such a creature, seemed almost thin and malnourished. Though he was small, even without comparing the two, the merchant's whore was still lying on the bed, now with red streams meandering through the sheets. "Please, I'll give you any gold you ask. Just let me live, please," Dalvalar shrieked, still vainly attempting to free himself. The creature gripped him harder. The merchant howled in pain. The long crack was audible. His leg had to be broken. "Do you remember my face, Monsieur Dalvalar?" the assassin asked. He took off his hood, and a young, good-looking blond man appeared. The candle's light betrayed a long scar over his right eye. Evan choked. "No, and why would I? Whoever you are, let me go, I beg you," he panted. "A shame," the assassin said with a voice cold as ice. "I was still very small when you took everything I had. My father's name was Jorlin Droslestine. Heard of him?" You probably forgot him as well, though you once called him friend. Back then, you expelled my father from the Golden Sickle and ruined his business. Why, you're asking? Because he was a better merchant than you. He surpassed you. He might even have taken over your office as head of the Sickle. But then you treat everyone in your way to success like that. Together with your group of corrupt followers, you exterminate them all. But this time you cut your nose to spite your face. My father took his life after you ruined him. My mother shortly after. You made me an urchin, my dear. Master Dalvalar. The friends who helped you back then have already paid their dues. Now it's your turn. For once, your debt cannot be offset by gold. The only acceptable price for it. The assassin put his dagger to the merchant's throat. Is your death. With a wild, hateful stroke, his blade opened Dalvalar's throat. Blood splattered on his cheeks. The joy at beholding the merchant's death was written on the assassin's face. He wiped the blade on his cloak. Well done, Sylvie, he said to the creature. She gave no answer. Now we can finally begin the next phase of our plan. I heard of a certain captain of the city guard supposedly entangled in our story. He went silent. I was still standing in the doorway, silently observing everything. At first, he drew his dagger and was about to attack me. Then, however, he let his weapon sink. Neither did he attempt to flee. I made a step forward. You resurrected someone, am I right? I asked, and nodded towards his creature. I can sense the dark magic you used. It is right here in this room, and I found traces of it next to your victims. The smell surrounds their lifeless bodies. It follows you wherever you go. You're connected to this creature. The assassin regarded me, lurking, calculating. Judging from the strength of the connection between you and the mutated mage, you must have been very close. Good friends? Lovers? Brother and sisters, he interrupted with a sullen stare. There was a tense silence. Who are you? Are you looking to get the bounty? He asked. I'm an interested observer. As for the judiciary, I don't have anything to do with them, and neither do I usually involve myself in such affairs. I regarded the creature from a safe distance. Why should I trust you? Why should I watch you commit a murder if I were your foe? Considering what is known about you, I would be naive to attempt an arrest, I said. It was silent once more. I went to the table with 2 chairs where I sat and filled 2 cups with the merchant's wine. Though I'm not proud of it, I have to admit that I didn't feel certain in that moment. I noticed hints of fear inside me and had to kill these emotions immediately. The man before me was unpredictable. Sit. I would like to speak with you. I don't think we need to worry about time. You killed all the guards without waking so much as a single soul. The assassin looked at me, taken aback. It would seem I had woken his interest with my fearless gesture, since, believe it or not, thus it was that I ended up at a table with a cold-blooded serial killer and his mutated, deadly beast. We had a longer conversation on his ways of killing and other things. But that's the secret of this Urbaya. You control what she does. Her true spirit is captured inside her, and she does not realize what happens around her. Neither does she have any control over her body. Never heard from such an indecent during a resurrection. I never heard from such an incident during a resurrection or soul absorption. How did it happen? She never coped with our parents' death. In her striving for arcane power and revenge, she overdid it. At first it was the fever, then the madness came. I had to kill her before she would kill me. My resurrection spell binds her to the form she had assumed during her mutation. But in this state, she can't even speak. I'm searching for the power to be able to help me transform her to her old self, or at least give her the ability to feel again. The assassin spoke so utterly without emotion, he made me feel uneasy just by listening. The creature called Sylvie grunted if she were half asleep. With empty eyes, she stared at the wall. You're very young, almost a child still, yet you kill with a determination and audacity probably no one else in your age possesses. I'm sorry for your sister, but I do not need to tell you that. You have long disavowed all feeling. I see the iron mantle around your heart. I live only for revenge, and for Sylvie. People like you cannot understand it. You err. I do understand it. Fine. Though you and I may not have much in common, one thing still unites us. Without our task, our existence would be meaningless. It would not be worth more than a pebble stone on the roadside. Inevitably, our deaths would be only logical result. Be careful with whom you compare yourself, Wanderer. In my case, comparisons bring you closer to the darkness than you might like. I no longer fear the darkness you are talking about. I know it well enough, believe me. Then you never encountered the true darkness, believe me. I did. It sits before me, in human shape, I said. We drank silently. It took some time before the assassin rose to speak again. Jasper. I looked at him, asking, in case you have to use a name in your notes, that makes the story more personal, don't you think? Posterity should not remember me as a nameless murderer. Call me Jasper. Somehow I always liked that name. I laughed and looked out the window. Morning came at last. The assassin drank up and rose. Night will be over soon. This place will be alive with soldiers come dawn. You should leave before they hang you for my crimes. I nodded. I have a better name for you than Jasper, I said, as he crossed the doorstep. Sylvie stomped ahead clumsily and was unrecognizable already. He moved his head aside, and I could easily see the scar on his face. The Shadow Dancer. He grinned mischievous, but in truth it was the grin of a small boy who lost his whole family. Poetic in a way, but I could get used to it. Then he disappeared, and no living soul ever saw him again. God, those books are good. So there you go. So if we ever get our entropy tree high enough, and the assassin tree high enough, we will become a shadow dancer. That's really good.
Oh, blazes. Sorry. I know, I can't sing. Well, well, well. Haven't I seen this fair lady before? How about a sip of wine?
Sure.
Here you go. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myrad's injured, so we'll have to go by foot.
What's a Myrad?
Oh, right. You wouldn't know that since you're Naramese. Myrads are giant flying creatures. Quite nasty when wild, and quite useful when tamed. You can find Myrad towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers in their Myrads can take you from point A to B in no time. But, as I said, Riverville's Myrad's injured, so we'll have to walk.
Well, let's go. The sooner I get rid of this fever, the better.
Splendid. Then let's go while it's still dark. We'll be less likely to run into brigands this way. One more thing. Up to now, you've seemed more like the roguish type to me. In battle, I mean. Am I right?
I guess so.
I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful.
In Enderal, your combat-oriented skills only raised through learning books. These can be found or bought from merchants and consume 1 learning point when used. Especially further into the game, you will need high skill value, so you should always save a part of your income for learning books. Worksmanship guides work the same way, though they only raise your non-combat oriented skills. They consume crafting points instead of learning points and are considerably cheaper. What are these books?
The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, Volumes 1 and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes aside, these are learning books, from arcanists or master fencers, depending on what you read. You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Then off we go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
Another character accompanies you now. As long as you follow the preset path, Jespar will follow you. If you leave the path, you do not need to go back to Jespar. Just look out for the notification, Jespar follows you again. After some moments, he will be back by your side. If not, he will once you arrive in the foreign quarters of ARK. Yep. So now we have a companion. Temporarily. And we leveled to level 9. Hey. I want a tiny bit more mana. That means I have a point. And we have some crafting points to spend. It means my rhetoric books. Ooh. My rhetoric's 25 now. I can no longer use the cheap books. Okay. Well, let's put a point into lockpicking then. Alright, so he gave me some books. I'm going to use this entry book here. The light armor book. The marksman. The apprentice one-handed. And the sneak. Very nice.
That's just how it is.
Very nice. My stats are looking good here. Alright, let's go spend that memory point.
Was better.
As we drift away. Alright. Bit of lag there. So we got Shadow Tongue ore last time. We can increase it if we want. And we will eventually. But for now, there's some points up here. Poison which is applied to your weapon stay in effect twice as long. You cannot create ambrosia at a spectralizing table. It's gonna be the next thing. Perfect fit, armor bonus, self-proof potions are stronger, fighter, negative effects, snake blood. That's right. Okay, I want to start going through here at some point. Because this is some fun stuff in here. This is the murder people. Sneak attack with wolf claws. Imagine that. Swindler. Roll. Every merchant not only fences. Silent feet. Bloodlust. Sneak attack has a 25% chance to absorb a part of enemy stamina. Unlocks even if your skill value is too low. Rhetoric options. Yeah. So that one lets you essentially get all the rhetoric options in the game without leveling rhetoric. Useless if you level rhetoric. Ghost walk, fucking awesome. Instantly teleport behind a target, increase critical strike chance, and gives you invisibility. Pickpocketing, and then at the very top, you attacks do 40% extra damage and can steal equipped items. Fun stuff. The bow tree is also really fun with Master Thief, lockpicking. In here, there's, let's see, yeah, skilled hands. Lockpicking here. Which, this means you could ignore leveling your lockpicking skill if you go through here. Which is pretty cool. Wait, I need to check something. Yeah, okay. There's some really cool stuff in here. That fast, yeah. And this is the dual blade tree, I believe. Or this is just one-handed attack tree, and then there are dual blades in here. Let's see. Stands, yeah. Vortex blades. Yeah, there's the dual blade stuff. And over here is two-hand. Okay. I can't do the apparition stuff yet. Missed. Longer durations. Double the harvest of plants with a 25% chance. Huh. Okay, well, let's get something here. Let's get the poison applied to weapons, stay infected twice as long. Then next level we get perfect fit. All right. Let's head on out.
Malfest's blessings.
Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on current events?
What? You mean the living dead, the Watirs everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring.
That's true.
Please, sit down.
No thanks. Alright, so we got quite a ways to travel. Yeah, we got quite a ways to travel. Oh, where is... There he is. we have to head up all the way to ARK. But it'll be a fun little journey. He'll take out his weapons if I do. Good to know. Oh yeah. Let me take out my dagger and let me poison it. So the next time we meet an enemy, I want to try hitting them with this and see if, because it said extra, like, was it duration on the poison or what was it? I don't know if it's I can hit them with a poison twice or if it just lasts longer. Because if it just lasts longer than poison, that'll be useful. But if it's 2 hits of poison, that'd be even better. We'll see. The one I just put on isn't duration based, so if I hit them and it's gone, then we know it's duration. And if I hit them and oop, a little bit of lag there. Bar coming. I think he's sprinting to catch up to me. He's moving really quick. See his little tick moving. Let's see him come rushing out here. There he is. God, he's going fast. Alright, well, while we're traveling, cast candlelight. Wonder if I can get a bound dagger. That'd be cool. That'd be real fun. Catch up to me yet? Now this is one of the coolest. Ooh, here's a good time to try. Okay, so I just hit him with a poison. It's still poisoned. Okay, so I have 2 hits of poison. So it's not double duration, it's double poison use. That is really good. That is really good. Because that means I can put a paralyzed poison on a weapon, and then I get 2 uses. So I can hit him with a weapon, and start fighting him with another weapon. And then take the weapon back out and hit him again. Which way would it be? It'd be this way. I want to get a higher level candlelight. I think there are higher level candlelights, right? Yeah, this is rank 1, so there are high levels. I want to get one that lasts a real long time and has a big radius. I would also like some sort of night sight spell. That would be cool. But yeah, I like this quest run right now because we're about to see some really cool stuff. This quest takes us to a very cool location. How much can I carry? Not much. Okay, I can carry 7 more weight. So let's just grab alchemy stuff with it. And not, like, armor and gear. Unless we find something really powerful, of course. There was that cave we were in earlier. You have anything to say, Jaspar? Vinroot up there. Bar.
Huh?
Oh, he's looting the wolf. Okay. Well, he's a survival expert. He probably knows more than I do. Maybe he'll grab some, like, fat from the wolf or something to make a fire with it or something. I don't know. Ooh. Your cap. Good. Where's your cap? I'm gonna raise the music volume slightly. How you doing?
Huh?
Okay. Nothing to say. Check off-road here a little bit. In case there's something hidden. We have a little house here. Greetings. You're not friendly, are you? There we go. Partner alive.
Lucky.
He's spinning in place. Woo.
Damn you!
There's just Spar's health bar up to the top there, which is pretty cool that appears. Okay, some really easy highwaymen. Let's see what we got. Potion. They acquire anything.
Huh?
I just hear pa. I just see highwaymen saying pa. I don't know. Must be a glitch. I picked up a plate. Didn't want that. You were eating stain mushroom? Don't do that. I use those for poison. You can't eat those. Crazy bastards. Okay, so we got a little bit of maybe if I reload a save. I made a save and I reload it. There we go. That fixed the little glitch. Those are some good potions there. Okay, I think that was it for this house. Where's the person I burnt to death? It's you. You were the hard one, and I immediately burnt you alive. Alright. That's good. Yeah, the little combo of throwing the vial of oil and then lighting it on fire is very good because the fire hurts them a lot. At max rank, it's 4 to 5 damage per second. Let's check through here. Random. And that's it. Okay. I'm not gonna mine. I don't have the carry capacity for it. He can't carry stuff for me. I wish he could. So now it's starting to get a little bit cold up here. You know, we got a little bit of deader trees and we got some frost on them. The sort of weather I think is really fun in games. Snowy area. But I'm a weird guy. I like deserts in games. It's really weird. Most people hate deserts, but I think they're cool. Scout tower.
Hang on a second.
Where are you? Go. Where did he go? Oh, there you are.
Quite the sight, isn't it? It's moments like these that make life so damn worth living. This place was once a trading post, in case you're wondering, but it's been deserted ever since the isolation.
The isolation?
Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the Order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eridan left Narim. The Order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal. You know, open harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Chilean spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the Sun Coast.
Oh yeah, I was there. That place was very, very shut down.
Yeah. If you want to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us.
We should definitely check the outpost. There's no reason to come all the way up here and then just walk past. Heavy armor book. Nice. Not much for heavy armor, but I'll take it. I don't think there's much outside of this place, so let's just check in the cabin. Here we got. Spiders. Yeah. Ah, I was hit. Laying on a book. Oh, it's just junk. Alright, I need to eat a pumpkin because I'm slowly dying. Actually, I think I have antidote. Antidote. Here we go. Adept magic key. Nice. Journal of the Trading Post. Journal of the Trading Post at the Mountain Pass. Led by Lyrnus Mains, commander of the Holy Order. By decree of Trichessa Dalvarum, all trading posts of the country will be enforced by a further guardian of the Order during the absence of the Grand Master. It is forbidden for merchants of non-Enderalian descent to travel in groups across the country. Henceforth, they are obligated to travel the paths between ports and trading posts separately and straightforwardly, in companion of a guardian of the Order. Before receiving their goods at the trading post, the contents of all containers will be checked. Traveling alchemists of the Order are authorized to take samples of natural products anytime, as well as analysts and arcanists of the Order are authorized to examine any document for subversive or magical content. As from now, at the Trichessa's behest, any trading activity with other continents is limited to minimum and, moreover, to the port districts of ARK and Duneville. The trading post at the Mountain Pass, like all other trading posts in the main Midland, has to be liquidated within 1 moon. Stored goods of domestic merchants will be handed over to them. The property of goods left uncommissioned by non-Endralian merchants passes to the Holy Order, if not claimed within this time, and the goods will be brought to the depot of ARK, provided that they are of reasonable value. All other goods and the furnishings have been left behind at the trading posts, and the entrances have to be sealed. Commander Mains visited the trading post in company of 3 guardians of the Order and 2 prospectors to investigate deposits of raw materials. The post was found broke open and looted. 2 pathless ones who set up camp in the building were resettled to ARK, Undercity. From the cellar rooms, the prospectors were able to trace iron deposits under the mountain. Under surveillance of Commander Mains, the former trading post will be converted for the extraction of iron ore using labor from the Undercity, and from now on will be listed as Rock Mist Mine. 1 part of the extracted ore will be transshipped to Riverville, 3 parts to ARK. I didn't finish reading, I hit E instead of another button, so let me just check if there was anything else left. Oh, tiny bit. After the main tunnel collapsed, the rock mist mines will be abandoned. Only the most valuable or most needed items will be taken from the mine. Surviving miners will be relocated to the Tar Pitch Cavern at ARK. Commander Mains will be honorably retired, provided that the apothecary of the Order will be able to heal his injuries. Okay, I don't need that book. Okay, so there's a mine here, and they mined for a while, and then there was an accident, and they shut it down. That stuff happens. Ooh, secret chest with gold in it. Yeah, that happens from time to time. Corpse. Dream Eater. Does 11 points of magic damage to creatures and humans, and 1 point of additional 3 points in psionics. Hidden attacks and attacks on mesmerized enemies count as distant hidden attacks. Ooh. So hitting an enemy that hasn't detected you. He had him broge on him as well. I should take that. go. I'm over encumbered now. I gotta drop some stuff. Oh yeah, I can use the rhetoric book. What should we drop? I want to keep those shoes. I like them. What should we drop? I'll get rid of the Sword of Flames now. Oh, now I can move. So this collapsed? Yeah, it did. That definitely collapsed. But we got a magical symbol. All right. How is our...
Still alive?
Okay, 14%.
Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time.
All right, Dispar. Let me eat something. I'll have some bread. My spell's gonna run out soon, so I'm gonna recast it. Check behind here, you never know. Alright, nothing. Ooh, and the sun is going up. It's getting brighter. Old abandoned sleeping camp. Sorry for that. I'm sorry. I couldn't mute in time. I just covered my mic and sneezed away. Sorry. Oh, it was, oh, I'm stuck. TL. Oh, I just used it on a lady. Come on, just toggle collision on me. Thank you. Fucking hell, how hard is it? Wolves. I'll take my claymore. Ah! Got gangrene. The weird thing is, I never see the diseases in my list. Let me Google something real quick. Okay. Do I have a cure disease on me? If not, we'll just do it when we get town. I don't have a cure disease. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, potion. The corpse. Little note on him. I see it. Jaspar. Journal. I used to be an adventurer, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Wow. Glad you're dead. Wow, I just got an achievement called We're Sorry. You better be. You better be sorry after that one. Making a fucking arrow to the knee joke. Frozen Bridge, huh? It's such a cool area here.
Hey, you there. Yes, you. Hey, you there. Yes, you. Come over here. Now, I need your help. It's urgent. My brother, Alva, he's up the hill in that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch, and I'm bloody freezing out here. Tell him to come here right now, else I will go back to ARK without him.
Fine. Hey friend, how you doing?
What do you want? Get lost. There's nothing for you to see here.
Your brother sent me. He said he's freezing and it's your turn to take watch.
Oh, does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than get plastered. Tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger width from this fire.
Alright. Just check around your valuables here. Alright, nothing worth stealing. Alright, let's go back and tell him. Hey, dude. He's not moving. Oliver said you're an idiot who does nothing else but get plastered.
What? I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back to ARK already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
One of us told me to tell you to move your fat arse.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the color of his fucking balls.
Alright, let's go tell him that. Oliver said that what you want interests him as much as the color of your fucking balls.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass. Give him a knuckle sandwich. Smack him in the gob. Spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean.
I think you can do that yourself.
Too much of a coward for that, are you? Fine. Oh, just wait. You sodding son of a tur. I will show you who's boss.
Oh, we gotta watch this.
Blazes, what idiots. Welcome to the Enderalian people, fair lady.
You gone? See. Oh. That's a tree. Yeah, no, you can't get through there. That's a tree. You, he's coming to beat you.
Bloody Egypt.
Oh, there he is. Looks like you lost.
What? Leave me alone. I need a break.
Oh, that was fun. Glad they got it sorted. Alright, back on the road. I don't know why this is all glowy, but it is. Trying to find like ice claws, looking around as well as I can, but I'm sure I'm gonna miss a bunch. Ooh, I see something. Maybe not. Old robe, skeleton, boat. Now I'm curious if there's anything up here. Nope. There was nothing. Oh, Jaspar's fighting. What did you fight? A mountain deer stalker. Well, I just took its eyes. Use those in the potion, I guess. Moving off the hidden path here. Nope. Alright. What's up here? Corpse. In combat with something. Who am I in combat with? End it with a bow. No. Fuck it.
You fucking scum. You'll pay for that. Ah.
There's a lot of them. Oh, I can't melee. I hit the melee button and nothing happened.
You're
What
going
the
to
fuck?
explore, aren't you?
No.
Take your time. I'll wait. I can
What
use a break
happened?
anyway.
I hit the melee button and it wouldn't swing. Why did it do that? Come on, swing. Now it worked. Weird. Alright, let's try that again.
Flanker. That's all you got?
What? That's all you've got?
Oh!
Where'd you learn that from?
You
Your grandma?
fucking scum.
Where'd my stamina go?
Pay for
Apparently I was blocking all that time. I didn't want to be. Damn it. Ow.
Just a scratch.
This is getting ugly.
Hit. Side step.
Like the bite of
Hit. Got her. Yeah, I'm gonna stand still for a bit and get my stamina back up.
No.
This bar is fighting someone. Okay. Oh, I think you killed them all. Yeah, at one point, I don't know what happened, but all my stamina went away. Maybe they had a poison or something. It was really annoying, though, because once I run out of stamina, I can't do anything. That's a part of the combat mod. It applies to everyone, though. If they run out of stamina, they can't do anything either. But it's a bit annoying, because I don't want to have to drink stamina potions mid-combat. Feels a bit early for that. Stop pushing me! He keeps pushing me. Very annoying. Just trying to loot. No. Got it. Fine steel boots. Summon ancestor. Our first actual summon? At level 8. Fight for you. Strong is it? I wonder. Well, it's really fucking expensive. I can't even cast it. Cure disease. Gone disease. Up here? Ooh, ice claw. Up here? A hunting longbow. In a book. Is it long? It's long. Well, we'll find more of that book in the future and I'll read it some other day. I want to take the hunting longbow because this is much stronger than my previous bow, but I'm very over-encumbered now. Fuck. I guess we'll find more, but really wanted to bring it. Oh well. We'll find more. Leaks. Place marked on my map now. Good. Might want to come back here. Right, you did a good job killing these. Not bad at all. I was out of stamina, so you running in and just taking them out was really helpful. I did my best, but something just drained the shit out of my stamina. I don't know what. Having no stamina means I have no way to fighting. But we're through the icy part. Now we're coming down to the forest. This part is beautiful. Ah. And laggy. If I wasn't streaming, I would have 60 FPS, but because I'm streaming, I lose a bit of frames here. It's okay, though. It's still very much playable. Corpse of a tomb robber. Ooh.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll... Wait, I can use a break anyway.
No, we're going. I just wanted that chest. I hear bees. There's a lot of bees.
Enemies, watch out.
I'll go for the archer. Oh yeah, just far as level 25, by the way. It's pretty strong. Artichoke. Okay. So, I wanted to check the sign here. ARK is this way. Hello there. Ah, we're almost to ARK. The road splits here. Yeah, it's just go forward. Keep following the road. Wolves. Well, there's ARK. It's kind of hard to see right now. It's a bit foggy, but it's a very large city with a very cool mountain. Ah. Bunch of goats. Look at that. Make sure he's following. Hello.
Hey, you